Welcome back to Simsation. Got another great video for you today. Why do I got a screwdriver in my pocket? I don't know. Working on something, I'm sure. I think you're gonna like this one. This is another Goodwill online auction find. I paid way too much for it. You can't make that crap up. I did. But I wanted one of these. I don't know if you've probably seen it in the background, but I haven't introduced it, I don't believe, on the channel ever. My old HTPC was a SilverStone case, right? And it was, I mean, a SilverStone case from probably 20 years ago. And when I bought it on Marketplace, not even Marketplace, Craigslist years ago. Craigslist, there you go, before Marketplace ever existed. I bought it on Craigslist some years ago, and I turned it into my HTPC, where it served probably dang near a decade is my HTPC with a Core 2 quad in it. That's a true story. But if you don't know what SilverStone is, SilverStone makes server cases, and they make a lot of home media cases, like HTPC cases and stuff like that. So when I seen this on Goodwill.com, I knew what it was, and these cases aren't cheap when you buy them new, just so you guys know that out front. I can tell you what the model of the case is when we look at it. I bought a case that was full of fans, and I give $77 for it. I'm going to show you what it is right now. So there it is, right from the Goodwill.com. That is our SilverStone GD07. So if you look it up, that's the case that it is. This is an HTPC case. It is a locking case, but unfortunately it didn't come with a key, but fortunately it was unlocked, right? So that's nice. We're going to go ahead and take a look. This one might not be empty like it came. I'm going to forewarn you on that. Because the guy may have already started something and you're going to see it. You got your power button here and a hard drive indicator right there. And if you open that front panel, there's your USB ports, your front audio, obviously your power button inside of here too, your reset, hard drive lights, and we have a DVD-ROM right there. So that's what come in the case. The case is in pretty good shape. It's got some light scratches on it, but no big deal. But look at the cooling. This is where I think this is what sets SilverStone apart from anyone else. This is all removable right here. So you can take these covers off for these fans and clean them out, which is really nice. And we're going to flip to the back. There is a build in here, and I put it in there. It wasn't in there before. There's what the back looks like. Two 80mm fans right here. So our goal, since it's an HTPC server, is to keep it quiet, okay? And then right here, you have another cover for another fan even. And this thing's loaded down with fans. You're going to see that. The cable management's a mess. I'm just going to tell you that. But I have started a build in it. So if you go back on Tuesday night's video, the one you're going to see actually this Tuesday night, you're going to see a Goodwill find that I used for parts. And now you're going to find out where some of those parts actually went, right? And how clever I was on setting this up. So let's take the cover off. This is a rack mount case, guys. So you can convert that into a rack mount case, which is really, really nice. There's our build that I got going on. And if you see a ton of hard drives in there, that's because there's 12 terabytes of storage in it. We got one 128 gig boot drive right here. That is our STG, what is it, RX5700 graphics card, 4 gig. I couldn't find a better place for that because it's not really a gaming card in my opinion, but I couldn't find a better place for it than our HTPC. It ought to work real good for that, right? We'll find out because we'll do testing on it. There's your i5 motherboard that come out of Tuesday night's find. And it's still got the stock cooler on it. And we really don't need anything extravagant for what we're doing, right? We have 3 fans underneath all these drives right here. 320 millimeters. We got 220 millimeters right here, and we got 280 millimeters right here. So this thing is just loaded up with cooling, guys. It is loaded up with it. This is nice because I told you this is a rack mount case, and I'm not lying, it is a rack mount case. So to work is a good server case too, or server, right, I mean a server case, obviously. But this is how you remove the drive bay. You got 6 screws on it, and we're gonna do that. I'll fast forward you through taking the screws out of this. No, I won't, because it's only 6, so we got 3 out already. Let's just go ahead and do it. Because there's gonna be a lot of other coverage on this. We gotta install, I played around with an OS, but I don't know that I wanna keep it on here. And I don't know where I'm headed with this one. And what I mean by that is it's got a ton of storage in it for a media server, right? I know I'm headed that way, but we got some problems with that too, and I'll show you in a minute. Just pull this out a little bit and then up, and there it is. You see all of our drives mounted down there, hopefully. There's our 128 millimeter. These are 4 3 terabyte drives right there in sequence. So you see that right there. The cable management is a disaster and a mess. And you can see we got all these SATA cables running to all those drives, right? This has been a fun one to mess with, honestly. But you're not going to see in the case, and it is literally a server build. I mean, that's, whether it's a media server or not, you can look at it however you want. I do need to clean this up a little bit more, guys. I can't leave it like that because that's not kosher for me. That's not cool. You can see it bending on my drive cables. But one of the problems I ran into with this power supply right here is it's only got 2 SATA plugs, and I need 3 more. So I got some Molex to SATA adapters coming, so we can plug those other 3 drives in, and that way we can have our full 12 terabytes of storage right there. This is definitely going to hold Plex media. That's what I'm building this for. But the operating system, I haven't decided which one I want yet. So we're going to get a monitor on this. I'm going to try to find a Wi-Fi card as well. And we're just going to see, what we can build. And hopefully my Molex connectors come today from Amazon, so I can adapt these Molex to SATA and get these other drives plugged in. And I got to figure out how I want to run the drives too. I need to put another SATA cable in for that, and we need to power that. And I don't know if I ordered a drive. I don't think I got a connector to do that. Son of a gun. So I'm going to need another Molex connector. I ordered 3 and I need 4. I might be able to find one in the back. I may have one of those. But I'm probably not going to bolt these back in yet while we work on this, because we got to do other stuff. But man, this is really nice. This case is. I give $77 for it. I'm pretty sure it sold for close to $300 just for the case. That wouldn't include the fans or anything. If you want to check out SilverStone, they make power supplies and all for this kind of stuff. This power supply is an FSP Group Inc., and it's a little bit older power supply that only had a couple SATA connectors. So we're going to convert some of the Molex for it, right? I'm going to go ahead and get a monitor set up here and normal stuff like that. All right, we have got our setup here, finally. Mouse and keyboard and monitor, and we've got our server hooked up. And let me show you where I've gotten so far. And I just installed this. I haven't really done anything to it. I had to rob a Wi-Fi adapter out of one. Well, we'll see our little i5 post here, hopefully. Maybe not. It turned on and went off again. I don't know why it would be relearning memory or anything now, or maybe it was just the subtle change of the adding a Wi-Fi adapter. There we go. Oh, CMOS, time and date not set. We know exactly what causes that, don't we? It's called a dead battery. Let's go ahead and set our date and time. Mercy. I can't win without losing on that stuff. And I'm just about to make a deal on another computer you guys are gonna like too. I'm messaging a guy about that now. So where's our date and time at? Well, I think it would be on the main, wouldn't you guys? No, it's down here. I see it now. We're definitely not in 2015, are we? Nope. So let's just fast forward here to about 2025. So I know that I had mentioned before maybe doing a 5950X on a live stream. But what about a 5900X? Because I think I'm going to buy a whole computer here. We are in 2026 there, Simsation. And we are, is it the 6th or the 5th? It's the 5th, okay. So time, it's the 4th actually. I don't even know my days anymore. We'll just mess with this later. I don't know. Let me set the time real quick. I don't know why I went backwards. I could have just stayed right where I was at. I don't know why it won't let me apply. I'll just click OK. There we go. Alright, so we got our clock set. We're going to hit F10, get out of here. I just wanted to get into the server I installed, and I don't know that this is going to stay on it because I think we may... Now it's not even detecting my boot device. Did it come unplugged maybe when we picked the server up? It doesn't appear to have. I'll bet you it lost its settings when the BIOS battery went dead, so that's great. We'll just hit F11 for now. I have everything working and I shut it down and then I go to show you guys and it makes me look like an idiot, right? Okay. Well, it's not working. Imagine that. You can't make this crap up, guys. It was working fine. I installed CentOS on it and everything was working great. And now I pick it up and show you guys what I built and nothing works anymore. Isn't that how it goes, I guess? I don't know. Well, we may have messed up the USB 3.0 on the front somehow. This thing was pulled sideways. And guys, I think I tear up more stuff sometimes than I fix. This whole front panel thing is bent now. You can't make this stuff up. I don't know if it's going to work anymore or not, so we may have inadvertently destroyed our USB 3.0. That's great, grand, perfect. They should have probably... Hindsight, they should have probably made this plug in a 90, especially since the hard drive tray goes over it. That's my thought behind it, because the hard drive tray is actually going to smash that down, but I guess if we pull a little bit more through here, that it'll give it room to kind of lay it over this way. I don't know. That takes care of our USB 3.0, but that certainly doesn't take care of our hard drive issue. And I can't for the life of me tell you why we're having an issue with that. So we're going to head back into BIOS real quick. And this thing is, these fans are turning way too fast. It wasn't sounding like this last night or nothing. I don't know what changed from last night to today. I really don't. So our date and time kept there. Let's go to boot. It's showing our Samsung SSD right there, right? So So we'll look at the hard drive BBS, and the Samsung is showing up as the first boot device. There's something going on though, because the fans weren't ramped up this high, and we're not showing any operating system. It had CentOS installed on it. I did not delete it. So let's get our Ventoy. That's the CPU fan that's running all loud. It's like there's something wrong with the motherboard all of a sudden. I don't get it. How did I break it already? I am Sensation, right? I shouldn't ask stupid questions. Why is that fan ramped up? Did we pinch a wire maybe? I don't think we're going to light up this time, guys. Show you that it will boost, or it will post with just the graphics card. We're going to get it fired up here, get you tuned over to the screen, and pick a server. Guys and gals, what do you want to run? We can pick it off our Ventoy. We'll go to F11 here. And this is with a graphics card plugged in. So let's go to UEFI Micron. Let's go down. Okay, so we got, that's Zorin, Cache, CentOS, Debian. Let's try a Ubuntu server. Let's see if that'll work. Try or install Ubuntu server. Okay. It does have an AMD graphics card, which means that Linux usually plays nice with that. It is nice and quiet now. We can see that we're going into the script mode right here, which is a good sign that we might post on something. I don't know. You guys tell me. You're a little bit tall though, so maybe I can just shorten you up some. What do you think of that? If I shorten you up, then I'm probably gonna have to lift you back up. But oh, yep, we made that happen, didn't we? Oh, look at that. Put you down there real low. But I can jack you back up here. And we'll see if it goes into our server install. I don't know. I'm going to pause you guys out though, because I am going to go get that other Wi-Fi adapter. Ending because I want you to see the Plex server as it's finished now. And it has a different OS than what we loaded on it originally. And the reason why is this right here. You see, I've got different hard drives, Plex 1, Plex 2, Plex 3, and Plex 4, right? So we'll open them up so you can see them. And that's got my Plex server content on it. So TV shows, movies. So that's what's on that one. This has all my Plex content. These are all 3 terabyte hard drives here. So there's 3, 6, 9, 12 terabytes, right? So the reason that I ended up on this is AnduinOS, in case you didn't know here, and we'll go to settings real quick, and you can right click that to get to the settings, and we'll go to system, and then we will go to about. So that's your hardware details. You can see it's AnduinOS. This is the one that was made by the Microsoft engineer. So he's the one who made this Linux, and one of the Microsoft engineers made the Linux, and he supports that still. And I believe it's a one-man operation behind AnduinOS. It kind of mimics Windows 11 a little bit if you look at the menus and stuff on it. So that's what it kind of mimics. So we got AnduinOS 1.42, ASRock Z87M Extreme 4. This was out of last week's Goodwill find. We got the Intel Core i5-4670 times 4, 16 gigs of memory. We got 12.3 terabytes of hard drive space. And if we hit the details right here, you can see our graphics is an AMD Radeon RX550 series. And of course, there's the 12.3 terabytes. 64-bit, we're running GNOME version 49, and the windowing system is Wayland. So that's a breakdown of the AnduinOS right here that I got installed. And the reason why I have AnduinOS is simple. On CentOS, CachyOS, Debian server, and there was one more, ZornOS, okay? When I went to copy my external hard drive, my former Plex server hard drive, so it's an external. When I went to copy it onto these hard drives right here, it failed on every one of those operating systems. And I thought maybe the external drive was going bad. But then I said, let me try one more. And the last one I tried, we're still on it. It's AnduinOS. With Anduin, I was able to open up the external hard drive, grab my Plex media, and drag it right over here into Plex 1 without a problem. So that worked out great. The other issue, though, after getting the files transferred, is Linux doesn't give Plex access to your files, okay? So you have to figure out how to give Plex access to your files, and I'm going to go ahead and show you how I did that real quick. So I went right here to the menu, and you just click it like you do in Windows or anything else that's on the left of the center here. And I went to what's called disk, and you can see all my hard drives right here. So 3 terabyte, 256, that's our boot drive right there, the Samsung SSD. Another 3 terabyte here, another 3 terabyte there, and another 3 terabyte right there. So there's our 4 3 terabytes. So what I had to do after spending hours, listen to this now. I spent hours trying to make Plex be able to see the content of these hard drives, right? So I spent hours doing it. And the real fix for it is so simple that it's stupid, okay? So everything you read online says you need to go in and code this in to give Plex permissions. And no, you don't have to do that. Click on the drive, the target drive that you want Plex to see. Click the double gears right there. Go to edit the mount options right here. And you want to shut this off, it'll be checked on. So I mount the system on startup, show the user interface. Right here where it says identify as, choose the top option. It's going to be selected on one of these different ones down here. Go all the way to the top and choose it. And then click OK. And that's all you have to do. And when you go into your Plex media server, we're going to pull that up right here. TV shows, I guess, to pick on. When you go into this, it'll show all your content. So just like that. It's that simple to do that. And I did it for all 4 drives. You can see that Plex 2 is empty. So that's 3 terabytes empty there. Plex 3 is empty. And of course, Plex 4 is empty. Well, it's got 1 in there because I was doing some testing on it. But for the most part, it's empty. Plex 1, though, has got probably 1.5 terabytes of data on it. So you can see that this is going to work out real good. I have plenty of space on the server. And I've got it temporarily set up, and it hasn't went to its permanent home, but it's just about ready to do that. I've got to put another adapter in to get the DVD drive working, and then I'm going to put it in its permanent position, and I'll run the Ethernet to it. So we haven't got that far yet, but we're just about ready to get that far. But I did want to bring you in and show you that AnduinOS is what I decided on. I have my Surfshark VPN working on here as well. As you can see that, and it's connected. So we got that working on here. Well, I mean, it's just connected right now. Obviously, OBS is working on here because I'm recording this for you. I think I did an install on Anduin and showed it to you, but I'll go ahead and show it to you some more. You got the simple toolbar down here. I moved the terminal down here to the taskbar, so it's easier to get in and make changes. Like, let's say you just want to do sudo apt update, and I recommend on Ubuntu base to do this all the time, especially if you're installing anything in here. But that's just going to go through and fetch the updates and do the installs. See, it's that simple. So once you get that done, if you aren't installing anything, you just type in exit and it'll close the terminal out, just like that. So I'm not going to get into that stuff too much. I'm just going to show you right here. It has a lot of stuff pre-installed for you. Some of the stuff I put on here. So you got your calendar. We'll take a look at that real quick. Man, that blew it up all the way to the full screen. But good looking calendar here. Mostly I'm going to tell you that I like AnduinOS because everything worked on it. Unlike Debian Server and CentOS and Cache, this one didn't have a single error when I transferred my TV and movie files from my previous Plex server external hard drive to Plex 1 of this drive system. All right, as I'm sitting here trying to end this video out, I realized I forgot to say thank you to each and every one of my subscribers out there. I appreciate each and every one of you. I do, from the bottom of my heart. You can see I'm editing the video. This is going to go up tonight, so I'm kind of burning a little bit late edit here, but it'll be fine. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I'm going to keep the videos and the content coming. I've got a really good recordings coming up that I think are going to be important to teach you guys and gals a few things. Most of you probably already know it, but some of you, if you're going to get into flipping and buying from Marketplace in different places, then you're going to want to see what happened to me. It's always something, right? But make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we'll catch you on the very next sensation video.